Hello and welcome to my channel. This video is about the Reticulum Network Stack Daemon RNSD, which runs on my Linux machine Ubuntu 22, and I want to make it so that this daemon always starts on booting up the machine. I don't want to have to start it manually, and it's a standard way of making programs start on boot up, but I thought I would make a quick video in case anybody was wondering how to do it and save them trying to work it out. So this is the command line of the Linux machine, which I used in another video to show how to install RNSD and some RNS commands you can use with it. And one of those commands I used was rnstatus, that shows the status of the Reticulum stack, which is similar to the TCP stack, but it's Reticulum, and it's not available to get status from because it's not running, because I've just fresh booted the machine. And I'm not going to start it up now. What I'm going to do is to make some changes to the machine so that it will start automatically on boot. So I've made some notes and I'll paste them into the description below. This is the Reticulum Network Stack on Ubuntu, where you can read all about it. So here are my notes, and to start up the RNSD at boot we need to do a few things. First thing is to symlink that RNSD into a directory that's in systemd's path, and systemd is the program that can start up programs on boot if you set the settings. So the first thing to do is to do this, which I will do, to set that path. Control-C to copy, put it into the command line like that. Password, which is the name of my cat. There we are, it's done. Didn't take too long. And then the next thing I have to do is to create a file, a service file for systemd, where I declare that RNSD service. So this is the name of the file that I'm going to have to create, which I'll do using nano. So copy that, and I'll do nano that, and there it is. Not writable, that's because I'm not root. So probably I would have to use this with sudo nano. So let's just exit that with Control X and do it again with a sudo in front. And now I haven't got a red warning at the bottom that it's not writable. So this is now a writable file I've created for me. And all you have to do is put in these lines here. So let's just copy paste them into that file, see what happens. Control-C and then Control-Shift-V. There it is, pasted into the file. So I'm going to Control-O, write it to that, and then Control-X to exit. So that's been saved. And let me just check. Of course it's not running, but just to prove it's not running. RNS instance not running. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reboot the machine and then check if it managed to start up automatically with that systemd entry. So I'll be back after a reboot. And if you're perhaps new to Linux or didn't know, the easy way to reboot a Linux machine is to type reboot, press enter, boom, now it's rebooting. See you afterwards. The machine is about to give me back the desktop, I hope. Yes, let's put in the password. There we are. People are guessing my password, or trying to. So there it is. And it's only a test machine for making these videos, not much more. So let's have a look now using the command line commands and see if indeed the RNSD is now running. So I just have to do rnstatus, and it's not. What I forgot to do was to enable the setting I'd made in the systemctl. So that's the problem. Let me just check that it actually works. So if I do sudo and then systemctl start rnsd, then hopefully it will start. And I will be able to check that it's started once it's done it. And then afterwards I will enable it, which means please also start after reboot. Let me just, I'm learning now. Yes, so now it's running, as you can see. And so the next thing to do is to make sure that this will be started after a reboot as well as immediately like that, starting it using systemd, sorry. So what you have to do now is to enable RNSD so that it really will be there after a reboot. You see now this symlink has been created. So I'm going to reboot again, and hopefully this time it will be running. You're learning as I'm learning, which I think is a healthy way of finding out how to do things. Otherwise, you just copy paste and it works, and you don't have to actually know anything. So I'll be back after the reboot. So I've got the desktop back again, password, and so this time, hopefully, it will be running the rnsd daemon for me because systemd started it. So let's try that. Let's go up to the command line again and type rn status, and indeed it's now running, so it's survived the reboot, or it's been started up on booting. So there we are, made it work, and also taught myself to remember to enable as well as just to edit the file. So thank you for watching. Hope it shows you how to do this. As I said, I'll paste the commands into the description so that you can see how to do it, and let's see what I do in my next video. Remember to like and subscribe if you would like to.